Hi, everybody. Well, hi, Nick. It's not an alcoholics meeting. Well, maybe with the way you guys are drinking tonight. Middle school was awful for everybody, right? Like, that's how I gauge people. If I ask somebody a question, I'm like, hey, did you like middle school? And they're like, yes. I'm like, wow, you're a sociopath. So, middle school was a nightmare for me. The years 12, 13, and 14, that's gonna be, I'm probably going to hell. I live a really bad life. I'm not gonna lie to you people. So I'm fairly certain that when I get there, it's just gonna be me reliving 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Now, as you can imagine, I'm only 5'6", so it's not like I grew much since then. But I was in middle school and I was in 8th grade. And I know how most people would fear gym class. Well, that's the way I feared art class. Like, I was always terrible in sports. I had brothers who were athletic. I was used to getting made fun of for being slow and awkward and terrible. But art class was like a nightmare for me because I was such a bad everything. Like drawing, I couldn't do any of it. Like, it was bad. I would sweat about it every day. To the point where I started bringing deodorant to school. I was 14. Who needs that anxiety? So we had a project. I had this really awesome art teacher. His name was Wayne Burns. He was the greatest guy in the world. Super laid back, never wore a tie, probably smoked a ton of dope in the 60s. But he was really nice and he was really encouraging. And he knew I was terrible, and my oldest brother was also terrible at art, so he gave us the nickname the Picasso Brothers, which my father found hilarious. So one of our last projects for the year, we had to create a plaster of Paris mold of like a human. And we could make that human do whatever that human wanted. Could be a hockey player, soccer, anything. But yeah, see, that was a problem for me. Because mine, as hard as I did, mine didn't really look like a human at all, actually. It kind of looked like someone just smashed it with a hammer. So everyone in class made fun of me for it, which was expected. They should have made fun of me for it. It was terrible. But my teacher noticing, like, everybody, you could put it on these, it's hard to describe, but you could put it, there was like a metal stand that it came on, and everybody's looked really cool, and then you got to mine. Mine couldn't even stand up. So I came up with the idea, and right at the same time he said it, we both said, paint tire tracks on it, make it look like someone ran it over. Now here's the interesting part, is that there was gonna be an art contest in the library during conferences. So he decided that he was gonna put my monstrosity of a plaster of Paris figure in this art contest for all the parents to see. And I remember asking him, I was like, why on earth would you do this to me? This is like embarrassing enough. And he goes, because not all art should be good looking. That was his exact, he goes, art should not always be aesthetically pleasing. It should evoke an emotion out of you. It should make you feel something. So I was not proud, so I didn't tell my parents that I was in this art show in the library. So they go to my conference, newsflash, I was doing poorly. And my dad comes home and he starts laughing. Now my father used to take us to the art museum every Sunday. And he walks in and he goes, your conferences were something. You need to work on math, which we knew. He goes, but you didn't tell me that you were gonna win an art contest. And I was like, what do you mean win an art contest? He goes, well, apparently every parent in that school loved yours the most. And that's what happened. Thank you very much.